There's a pick.
Defense gets a little too close to Durant there, and he smartly makes sure to pick up the foul while shooting.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. From 13. Durant there for the rebound.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by Eason. Sumu outside. Yes, sir, with the three.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Pick by Smith. He takes it in.
Man, love the decision there by Shepard to challenge the lane.
The Timberwolves lead by 3. Now McDaniels. Here's Reed. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Smith.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now Edwards. Edwards is doubled. Now McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. Here's Edwards. Durant there for the rebound. Jumps up. And no hesitation on the jam. In transition.
Oh, my. What a play from the young fella. Jabari Smith comes through in the clutch.
DiVincenzo. Oh, he can't get the layup. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And Minnesota making a change here. Here's Durant. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one. And that'll put him up 2. And Chris Finch has called timeout. The pressure is on. And he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
I would honestly attempt to get the ball near the rim, because even if the shot doesn't fall, a quick putback will suffice.
You know what they came to see, me never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a bit squeak. Don't let me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down, I'm alone, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot, shot threes in your face while your wrist locked. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down, I'm alone, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot, shot threes in your face while your wrist locked. You know what they came to see, me never on my level, even if we in the same league.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
I would honestly attempt to get the ball near the rim, because even if the shot doesn't fall, a quick putback will suffice.
He launches. Cash from downtown.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it. And here we go. NBA action live on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Sinks it from distance. Doris, how excited are you for this front court matchup we have in front of us tonight? Two of the best in the game.
BA, I've had this one circled on my calendar for some time. The front court matchup is absolutely special. Two big-time guys.
Shot is good by Curry.
You cannot give Curry an inch.
Now the Knicks with it. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Well, making sure you get the shot opportunity through contact. Karl Anthony Towns goes to the free throw line.
Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
BA, he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
A nice shot by Butler.
Zero hesitation from Jimmy. Shot ready on the catch. Nicely done.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Outside Moody. Hart pulls it in. And here are the Knicks. Brunson with the bucket.
If Jalen Brunson is out in transition, you know his first thought is, I'm going to score.
Green, a screen. Outside for Butler. Pass to Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Back to Hart. Here's Towns. 4 on the clock. Rebounded by Green. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Well, right away, Coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot. That's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire. There you have it. Sounds like Coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Back over to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Hart to the middle. Here's Bridges.
Wow, Mikal showing off a bit of verticality on that finish.
To the inside. Here's Porzingis.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. They trail by 1. Back to Towns. And Towns slams it home.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
Knocks down the long J. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Here's Anunoby. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Let's remember this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
Outside Curry. Porzingis sets a screen. To the paint. And he banks in the layup. Porzingis has got 6.
Add that to the repertoire of moves on the interior. KP doing work.
Hart. Here's Brunson. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hart. 3-pointer, Bridges. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 5.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
The 3 from Curry. Here's Hart. Here's Towns. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Knicks out in front. They're up by 5. And
23.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Down low. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Hart. Takes a 3. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
That's just Josh Hart getting to his spot, being shot ready. Nicely done.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, BA, you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make 3s. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
Well, you keep the defense off guard with a suddenness there. The burst on the drive by Stephen Curry.
Here's Towns. Warriors with the rebound. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Guys?
Physical. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Curry draws the double. Here's Butler. Cans it from the wing. Butler's got 5 points.
Well, let's remember, this is a guy who was barely recruited out of high school. He had to go the JUCO route, and look at Butler now doing work in the NBA. Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Brunson misses.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
They double-team Curry. They set a pick. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's Hart. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Well, what a run here offensively by Josh Hart. This guy just keeping the pressure on with his ability to put the ball in the basket.
Green, a screen. Outside Moody. The 3. It's rebounded by New York. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
The energy with which Hart plays is just incredible. This guy fearless attacking the glass.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Anunoby for 3. It's good on the putback.
Well, there's a level of athleticism and length, so Mikal Bridges works hard on the glass and good things happen.
Curry with it. Hard covering. Santos can't get it to go. New York leading by 9. Outside Brunson. Santos pulls it in. Butler taking his time here. Outside Curry. No good from outside.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
The 3 from Curry. The shot no good. Bridges outside. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Ending the first half with an exclamation point. The three-pointer adding insult to injury.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Santos. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Santos has got 8 points.
Well, Stephen Curry knows it's his responsibility to create for his teammates, and he does so there on point.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Moody from outside. And it's New York with a rebound. Hart goes in. Now Bridges. He's got 10. And it's powered home by Towns.
You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
There's a screen. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, How impressive has his development been?
B.A., I certainly think he's been a better player than people expected when he came out of college. What we know about Mikal Bridges is he's cross-positional defensively. He's made a number of big-time defensive plays in his defensive career. And offensively, he's proven more than just a three-point shooter. That fadeaway jump shot game is real.
Butler with a steal. Butler soars in to cap off the break.
Explosive drive by Jimmy Butler. Defender draped all over him. Forget about it.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Towns can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 13. Pass to Moody. And stolen by Brunson. Here's Towns. Defended by Porzingis. Outside Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Towns. No good. Now here's Moody. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And the basket is good. Porzingis has got 8.
From the mid-range, Kristaps Porzingis release point so high.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Butler goes at the rim. Pass to Curry. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the
1:57 left in the third quarter. All right, Doris, for the Knicks, would you run a 2-man with Brunson and Cat or stagger their minutes?
B.A., I think the answer is you do both, obviously. But if you stagger it, it's because of what they're not doing on the defensive end. Teams will target Brunson and Cat because they are not elite defensive players. But at the same time, they are both elite offensive players. And there will be moments, particularly late game, where you want your best players on the floor. So the answer is both.
Here's Robinson, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make these shots, what a weapon he is.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, B.A. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Back to you guys.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. 3-pointer. Warriors with the rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Porzingis sets a screen. And here's Butler outside. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks leading by 7.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Here's Alvarado. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's New York closing out this quarter with a 7. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. 17 points was their biggest margin. Hart from long range. Oh, it's his 10th basket on 12 tries. You got to appreciate the efficiency here.
Yeah, Josh Hart starting to show people, I can knock down a three-point shot. You better guard me.
Pass to Curry. Back to Green. Green gets up and powers it down.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Here's Hart. And the shot goes down. Hart got 26 points.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
It's Hart on the wing. Curry with a steal. Pass to Moody. They set the pick. Moody gets one inside.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Knicks leading by 6. Inside. Anunoby. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And stolen by Brunson. In transition, here they come. For 3, Bridges. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New York.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Fast break, here comes New York. Hard outside, and stolen by Green. Stephen Curry. Oh, Curry with the hustle.
There's just a nuance and an understanding to what Steph Curry does. How good is this guy at finding the spot he's looking for?
Now Hart. Now Bridges. Old Green rips down the board. Curry looking it over.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Porzingis. Porzingis sets a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, missed on the tray. Bridges. Here's Towns. Oh, the stuff.
We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
Now Green. Oh, nice setup for the slams.
Boy, you'd love to see the lift Draymond Green gets on these dunks. Once he's established, forget about it.
Brunson. Oh, taking it to him, Jalen Brunson.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Brunson is doubled. Here's Hart. .105 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Buries it from outside.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Knicks.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Josh Hart.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
Here's Porzingis. They double-team Curry. Now Butler. Now Porzingis. Stolen by Anunoby. Bridges. Oh!
On the road looking for a win against a Western Conference rival. The Houston Rockets are getting ready for this thing to get started. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA. For tonight, Tim, we got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the league going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food chain when it comes to guard play in this league. Really no weaknesses out there for either backcourt. He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Durant inside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Smith. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Goes up off the inbound. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Thompson.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shadow.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Porzingis with the rebound. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry, Jim, continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponents.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Sinks the triple. Porzingis has got 5.
And Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him. That's just inviting trouble.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. Green with the ball. Picked up by Van Vliet. He gets that one.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Kevin Durant.
KD with the bucket.
KD could sit out there all day and nail threes if the defense lets him.
And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Warriors leading by 9 from the arc. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Now, here's Durant. Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Shooting for the Rockets. Kevin Durant. One shot.
Rockets trail by 7. Pass to Eason. Offline with his 3. Butler in the corner. Golden State moving the ball around. And Porzingis throws it down hard.
How about the creativity there from Porzingis? He wanted to make that one sting a little.
One of the best defenders of his generation. Tim, do you think Draymond Green will be a surefire Hall of Famer?
Well, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and not to mention a key contributor on 4 Warriors championship teams. Kevin, he will be in the Hall of Fame, no question.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And really one of the best defenders in the league for his size. Van Vliet gets him out and running.
Outside Butler. Over Eason. Here's Green, and he converts the layup. Green's got his second basket.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. Yeah, he was overthinking that. He's usually automatic from the line.
Inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Thompson's got 8 points.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you so much. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Moody. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Rockets trail by 8. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring, has given them another look offensively. Well, you want to stop Steph in the two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Screen by Porzingis. Moody shoots over Van Vliet. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. To the paint. Here's Butler. In the paint. Butler.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
KD's shot is off. Warriors leading by 8. Curry is inside. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Out to Thompson. In the corner, Smith with it. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Curry who brings it up for the Warriors. Over to the left wing. Back to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Curry shot is off. Rockets trailed by 10. Butler with the steal. And it's Curry at the elbow. Stops. Pops. And that one's good by Butler. Butler's got his second bucket of the game to go. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial to that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys, like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
Shot's good by Butler.
Yeah, you can't get Butler any room off that screen. Once he has that, you know he's going to let it fly.
Smith wide open. He fires. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside for Curry. And the Warriors, another 3.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Golden State moving the ball around. Screen by Porzingis. It's Curry with the drive. Butler gets a step. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish. He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
And so we conclude the first half. Warriors lead by 12. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Rockets trail by 12. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Here's Richard, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
And the shot goes in. Smith's got 14.
Attacking relentlessly. Always fun to see a young player like Smith just go off.
And Santos gets it to go.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now into the line.
Second half just getting started. About a minute 20. KD's shot is off.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Rockets trail by 15. Pass to Şengün. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Kick by Horford. Three-pointer. Pass to Santos. Outside, Horford. Just 4 to shoot. And that one is off. Using his length inside, Durant.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. Found great positioning and then delivers.
Down low. Here's Horford. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Horford's got his first points in this one.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
They get it back. Şengün with the bucket.
Not giving up on the play. Şengün locked in.
On the wing, Melton. From outside, off the mark.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open. He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Kevin?
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
For 3, Durant. Warriors with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Podziemski. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Podziemski's got 5 points so far.
And the unselfishness there by Horford. You know, he sees a better opportunity and finds his teammate.
Here's KD. And Şengün throws it down.
Defensive foul.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
The Rockets shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight. And the free throw, no good. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it. I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Pass to Şengün. Now Shepard. Shoots over Pajemski. And so it's the Golden State Warriors looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Warriors leading by 13. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Porzingis. Fires away from outside. No love that time with that miss. He is now 6 for 9. Nice shot by Smith.
And you see how fast Smith leaks out. He loves running in the open floor.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Knocks down the three ball. And the Warriors lead by 14.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor. And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
To the middle. It's stolen by Eason. All alone. And the dunk by Smith.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
And it's why every team in this league now looks to run. The numbers say you have an advantage.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And it's a 12-point Warrior lead. Outside, KD. Now Van Vliet. Outside, Smith. Butler with the steal. Jumps up. Butler finishing at the other end.
How about the speed there from Butler? Just a knack for knowing where to run in transition.
Now Van Vliet. Outside Durant. Screen by Smith. Finishes inside on the nice dish.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Well, the best approach against a bigger defender is to go right into their chest.
And he does it with and without the ball. Butler stuffing that stat sheet.
First team foul.
KD looking around.
2 minutes remaining.
This is Van Vliet. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
Now Curry. Durant with the steal. Throw good, Van Vliet.
And, you know, it takes an intelligent player to match up with bigger guys and win. Fred VanVleet is that player. He can outsmart guys who have, on paper, the advantage.
Curry. Smith there for the rebound. It's trailed by 10. Strong finish by KD.
Yeah, this is a testament to how competitive Durant is, able to score against physical defenders.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Back in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Now, Smith. The screen from Thompson. 6 to shoot. Easton. The 3 is off. Here's Curry. Lets loose a 3.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, this is where you are going to lean on your go-to scorer.
Durant. Butler with the rebound. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock. This is why you got to be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
Outside Durant. The 3 doesn't go. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Curry. Good. Lays it right in there.
Second team foul.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their team.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
So glad to have you on board for some hoops. Here we go. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I got him.
Now here's George. Markkanen misses. And stolen by Markkanen. Pass to George. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Back to Edwards. Out to DiVincenzo. Randall on the screen. And here's Edwards. And stolen by Edwards. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
Now here's George. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a coming into this game, Grant. Is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Markkanen. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the craftiness that Markkanen shows around the rim makes him tough to deal with.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and Jackson with the block. To the paint. Kicks it to George. All sorts of time. Again, Utah, good for 2.
Well, that's a shot where your coach is saying, no, 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 and then, ooh.
McDaniels, that's good.
Look, you want to put your guys in a position to succeed. McDaniels is more comfortable operating off the catch than he is initiating.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Stan, Rudy Gobert, he can be a double-double machine, but his real importance is on the defensive end.
Yeah, he's been named Defensive Player of the Year 4 times, which is tied for the most in NBA history, B.A., and he's been the anchor of multiple top-ranked defenses throughout his career. Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Pass to Bailey. Down low. And stolen by Gobert. And they double up Edwards. To the right side. To the inside. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
Well, McDaniels is a physical player. He doesn't mind getting roughed up a bit while trying to score.
Everyone talks about Jaden McDaniels' defense, and for good reason, Stan.
Well, B.A., one way to get a lot of playing time is to be the best at something. McDaniels is a total lockdown defender on the wing. He can guard anything.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Back to you guys.
Fills it up with the best. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Here's George. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. 5 on the clock. Will it go? And that's 2 points on the layup. George has got his second basket.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
DiVincenzo. McDaniels a screen. The drive by Randall. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
George peels it out a bit. Over to the left wing. And here's Bailey for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall with it. Guarded now by George. And Here's Edwards outside. Knocks down the triple. Edwards has got 7 points.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Edwards slams it in.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And so it's Minnesota now holding a 12-point lead. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
Now here's Reed. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Well, his ability to sniff out these shot blocking opportunities really defines Jackson Jr.'s defensive game.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, look, Jackson Jr. is a tremendous dunker. You can feel that one from over here.
Here's Edwards. The layup off target. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. It's a 10-point game. And a contract extension this summer for Jazz head coach Will Hardy.
Well, one of the youngest head coaches in the league. He has the respect of all of the other head coaches. He's part of that Spurs coaching tree, and his extension runs through 2031, which is a nice commitment from the Jazz.
So it's Utah now, following the score by Minnesota. Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Jazz trail by 9. Pass to Markkanen. For 3, George. Another 3 for Utah.
Well, this is why George's coaches encourage him to keep shooting from deep, because they know he's only going to get better.
Randall on the screen. Dosunmu goes in. The 3. Offensive board. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Markkanen sets a screen. Here's Sensabaugh. The 3 is up. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Outside for Randall. And the three-pointer goes. Randall's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
George drives in. And the dunk by Jackson.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. When we talk about Keontae George, what stands out to you the most, Dan?
Good question, B.A. I don't know that I picked one area. He's good at a wide variety of things. Can handle the ball, pass it, score it, and that gives you flexibility in terms of the guys you put around him.
This one for 3. For 3, Randall.
Well, that's solid defense from Markkanen. He doesn't get a lot of attention for his defense, but he's working hard at it.
It's George on the wing. George draws the double. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now Jackson. Pulls it in from the elbow. Bailey's shot is off.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Now Randall. Beyond the arc. And they'll get another chance. DeSumo outside. Here's Edwards. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Well, as a scorer, Edwards finds his points in so many ways.
Stan, a recent development in Anthony Edwards' game is three-point shooting.
Yeah, Brian, he led the league in threes attempted last year and shot it at a good percentage, too. He's such a good driver. Taking lots of threes will open things up for him.
Utah with another miss. Minnesota leading by 11. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. DeSumo on the wing. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
Well, you can see that Edwards isn't trying to do it all on his own. He's also looking for shots for others out there.
Back to Filipowski. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Utah shooting their first free throw this game. And the free throw, no good. With one on the clock. Got a piece of it. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Back after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Now here's Clark. Back to Reed. Fires for three. Rebounded by Bailey.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Here's Clark. Back to DeSumo. 6 on the shot clock. Lets a floater go. It's rebounded by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. They trail by 9. And prior to last season, the Timberwolves had never won a playoff series in consecutive seasons, Stan.
Yeah, and so now they make the conference finals 2 seasons in a row. The most sustained success this franchise has ever known.
Now here's Clark. No made baskets yet. And the basket by Highland.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
Pass to Bailey. Here's Mikhailuk. Hits the trifecta.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Here's DeSumo. And he drains the quick shot. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
It's stolen away. Outside, Highland. Reed sets a screen. There's the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Reed's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Shot to stop the...
Whoa! Oh, sweet move. Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. A new generation is entering the league. And Draymond Green said, these young dudes talk a lot of mess. I don't mind it at all. It's just weird to be in a space where they're like, man, I watched you my whole life. But then they're also talking crazy, saying, you had your run, you're old now. Back to you.
Yeah, it flipped quick, doesn't it? Thank you, Allie. And when a team is able to play different ways with lineup versatility, how valuable is that to you as a coach?
Well, look, B.A., the best teams simply have to be able to win in different ways. They've got to be able to win with their offense, win with their defense. They've got to be able to win in an up-tempo game. They've got to be able to win
in a grinded-out half-court game. If you've only got one way you can win, the best opponents will be able to take that away. Versatility is a must.
Here's Collier. 4 on the clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Minnesota with some changes. Minnesota leading by 11. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And so it's Minnesota with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. For 3, DiVincenzo. Another shot. Strong finish by Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
Jackson, the screen from the arc. And the basket by Mikhailuk. Mikhailuk's got 6 in the quarter.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And it's Utah with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Minnesota. No problems knocking that one down. Mikhailuk's got 9 points here in the second half.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson, the screen. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
And he's really made his mark with the three-pointer today. And that's another big one.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Jazz trail by 7. George with it. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Easy to see the kind of impact George is going to have in this league. Already so productive.
McDaniels from long range. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
George, right side. Pass to Mikhailuk. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Jackson. McDaniels with some nice D.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up in.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Making a switch here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Pass to Edwards. Now McDaniels. And stolen by Markkanen. McDaniels with a steal. Now DiVincenzo. Oh, Edwards packs it home.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Jazz trail by 12. Nurkic outside. Markkanen. Money from three.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
5 to shoot. Now Randall. From deep. Nurkic with a rebound.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Book it! That one goes!
Hey, those second chance points are found money. Tremendous effort there.
Here's McDaniels. Oh! Touches it off the glass.
Well, huge night from McDaniels. With the defense he brings you, the scoring is a massive plus.
DiVincenzo pulls it down.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
He got it.
George is a creative shot maker, that time with a little stop and pop.
Outside Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Inside, Gobert puts it in.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Randall with a steal. Oh, look out! Wow!
Are you kidding?
Oh, the stuff!
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
Buries it from outside!
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Outside, DiVincenzo. Now Edwards. Beyond the arc. Oh, Edwards! Money on the triple!
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Ooh, poked away. Tries to keep it alive. Outside Reed. Oh, missed on the tray. And short of a miracle, they're walking out of here with a tough loss.
They fought all night, a terrific effort, but they just couldn't make enough big plays.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Edwards. The shot is money.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
Man, the defender really went after him.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Edwards. And so it's Minnesota with the W. A competitive game. Yeah. This is NBA basketball right here on 2K Sports. Here we go. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. The rebound by Murray.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, the for sure two. No need to make it fancy special.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
These guys know the game inside and out.
Well, the IQ is so high on both sides. You know, BA, you expect to see lots of intelligent play, and I always get excited to see teams with this much experience.
Now here's Turner. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, BA, his playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and of course, that killer mentality.
Got a piece of it. On defense, the Nuggets. Antetokounmpo. Bam.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Jokic. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And it's Jokic off the drive.
Well, you don't see bigs with Jokic's skill level very often. His athleticism, very average, but he still can throw it down if he has to.
And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to Turner. The three-pointer off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Screen by Gordon. Gordon on the wing. From behind the arc. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, you can't let Gordon have room from outside. I mean, he's more than capable of knocking down those perimeter shots.
Here's Turner. Antetokounmpo for 3. Good work defensively by Gordon. And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just a reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
The decision-making of Giannis Antetokounmpo, I mean, he seems to improve on his passing every season, which is impressive.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And he's good on the second. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, BA. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Talk about guys who have springs for feet. Aaron Gordon's one of them.
Yeah, when people think of Aaron Gordon, I think they attach him to the dunk contest. I mean, he's so uber athletic. I mean, he put on a few amazing performances in that event in the past. But to the surprise of many, he actually didn't win the dunk contest, but he's become a really good all-around player.
And another miss by Milwaukee.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in those possessions.
Oh, stolen by Turner. Now Milwaukee moving it up. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Nice heads-up defense from Turner there, paying off with a successful fast break.
Gordon outside. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Missed inside. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 4-point game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul of the game.
13 foul.
Outside Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
One of the things Porter Jr. has done is really improved as a decision maker. Excellent pick and roll action there.
And they're able to recover. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. The score now all even. Antetokounmpo's got 9.
Woo! His energy is unmatched. And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And he misses the go-ahead basket.
I thought he had that one. I think he did, too.
Oh, got that one up quick.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Antetokounmpo, right side. And the big finish by Giannis.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim. Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Denver shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
He's a big guy with a soft stroke from the charity stripe. You love to see that. Open midi right there. That's letting the defense off the hook when you don't cash in.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. The Nuggets on top, up by 3. And we'll get things started in
15.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet. Now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Guys, back to you.
It sure does. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Order a screen. And out of bounds, Denver will have it. Maybe not the title you want, but Jamal Murray's probably the best player never named an All-Star.
Yeah, interesting. It's kind of like being the last player or the best player not to win a major in golf. I mean, he is a devastating, lethal scorer and a really good passer, too. And he's been right there on the cusp. I think it speaks more to the strength and quality of talent in the West than it does to Jamal Murray's lack of ability. I mean, he's an all-star caliber player for sure.
And Giannis with the jam.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
To the middle. Porter with the steal. Antetokounmpo, left side. Giannis takes that first step. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, don't let Giannis in.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
Here's Jokic. Milwaukee with the rebound. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. You get the sense Giannis Antetokounmpo is hungry to get another title shot.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's definitely in the prime of his career and would like to add another Larry O'Brien trophy to his collection. He is getting older, but again, I think he's still in his prime, and he knows that while time is short, another championship could set him apart from a lot of the greats. A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
Porter. Another shot. Shot blocked.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon. Reading the shooter all the way and timing the rejection perfect.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Gordon pulls it in. Denver in the lead. Jokic with it. Turner covering. Pass to Murray. Murray on the move. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Murray's gotten 4 this quarter.
That tenacity on the drive. Murray is at his absolute best when he's in attack mode.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip-in.
Gordon can't hit. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 1. Outside Porter. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Here's Turner. Good D by Jokic. Here's Murray. The rebound by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Both teams deciding to change it up. Outside Murray. Pass to Watson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's the 3. Rollins gets the bucket. It's all knotted up.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Outside Johnson. "15 seconds left in the first half. The rebound by Jackson. Here's Rollins. Driving to the basket. Uses the glass on the layup. Rollins has got 5 now. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Valanciunas sets a screen. Murray from outside. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
Portis a screen. Out left to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And the layup falls. Portis has got his first bucket in this one.
Slick moves inside by Portis to avoid the defense for the hoop.
Johnson with a bucket.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Some breakthrough contributions for the Nuggets from Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon. Grant elevating their games.
But at the same time, Denver's depth has been a concern. You know, B.A., we know what Jokic could do, but he needs help to win another ring.
Outside, Green lets it go from deep. And it's Denver with a rebound. Outside, Murray. Whoa, Murray getting it done in tight.
He's got a well-rounded game. Murray can score from just about anywhere. And the more points he gets inside, the more space he gets outside.
Portis' shot is off.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
To the inside. Valanciunas can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Strother.
2 minutes remaining in the
Back to Valanciunas. Here's Strother. With the clock winding down. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
The slam from Portis, impressive. Using that size around the rack.
When you watch Bobby Portis, he's extremely physical, but he can also space the floor, Clark.
Yeah, I like that combination, B.A. It makes him a unique matchup and a tough matchup. I mean, one play he's thumping and bumping you around, and then on the next play, he's knocking down the three, and he's doing it all with great energy and intensity.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Guys, back to you.
They're good with him in the lineup. All right, Allie, thank you. Pass to Rollins. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Bucks making a switch here. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. To the paint. Here's Brown. And he makes it on the layup. Brown's got 6.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Outside, Green. Over Murray. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. Milwaukee out in front, leading by just 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Outside Porter. Pass to Green. Puts up a 3. Again, Green missing. The Nuggets trail. Here's Gordon. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And when you have a multiple MVP like Nikola Jokic, there's pressure to put him in position to win it all, Clark.
Certainly agree with you there, B.A. Widely regarded as the best player on the planet, Jokic has the capacity to will them to victory single-handedly, but ideally, he shouldn't have to. He needs some additional reinforcement to complement his greatness.
Drains the triple.
Got to get out on this if you're the defender, or else Murray will stick it from there.
Here's Porter. Rejected by Jokic. Here's Brown. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. On the wing, Green. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo, left side. Brown grabs the board. The Nuggets lead by 3. Oh, deflected. The kick out to Johnson. Porter with the steal. Now Milwaukee moving it up. And a foul call. Looks like he had a clear path to the basket. They'll get 1 free throw and they'll keep possession here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo inside. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. They lead by 1. Jamal with a quick first step.
Boy, on nights like this, it seems like Murray is playing that defense like a song. He can make it a long night for the opponent.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Outside Gordon. Brown fires. Cash from downtown.
And Gordon is quick in everything he does. I mean, including how he passes the ball. This guy plays with great quickness.
Here's Trent. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, missed on the train. And it's Jokic with the ball for Denver. 4-point game. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
It's an even 3-on-3 break. Outside Gordon. Here's Murray. Now Gordon. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Porter. Now Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Now Porter. It's stolen by Johnson. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Brown with it. And it's Trent picking him up. We've got 1:23 left in the final quarter. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Can't get it. And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Denver's coach was going over with his team. He showed a lot of trust in his players. He said to them, quote, "You already know what to do, guys. Don't lose focus on the big picture now. Go out and get this win for us." Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Turner outside. Now out of the Kupo. "50 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Giannis using his size inside.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Outside Watson. He shoots. Just 5 to shoot. Gordon knocks down the trifecta.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
It's good from beyond the arc.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
So a close game sees Denver taking this one. Boy, a hard-fought game.